Okay, nagbabalik po ang Republika. Okay, so Martin, no, you're talking about several layers. You have federal, you have the state, and then you have the local. Will this be cheaper for the taxpayer?
Actually, it's gonna be more expensive.
Okay.
Let's agree first. No?
Oo.
Every time you create a layer of governance, it needs money.
Okay.
Where will you get it?
Aha.
That's the point.
Aha.
Pag-usapan na lang natin RPT, Real Property Taxes. Ang Filipino, sorry to say, lalo na sa rural areas, they only pay this RPT when they're selling the land.
Okay.
They don't really, very few really. As a matter of fact, if you look at the list of delinquents, even here in Metro Manila, there's a long list
Yes.
of delinquents.
Oo.
On mere real property taxes.
Yes.
We're not really used to that. As a matter of fact, some of the voters use it as a political issue. Taxes. So how do you now sustain governance? Let's be honest. Kailangan sabihin natin sa taong bayan na, pag create natin itong federal state, meron tayong federal governor, meron tayong mga legislators na federal in nature, meron tayong mga ganito, may possibility pa na dapat may federal judiciary. Kasi sino mag-interpret ng laws na yon?
Yes.
Itong mga to.
Will they have their own respective constitutions? Because people are saying they should have their own constitutions, their own flag.
No, not their own flag, but their own charter.
Charter,
Kaya
yes.
Kaya nga federal, kung anong gusto nila.
Pero may flag din sila.
Walang flag kasi bawal
Federal
yun.
flag.
No, well,
State flag nila.
Yeah, that's probably a
like
state
in
flag.
California.
Yeah,
and
they have
okay.
a state flag.
Oh.
But the issue there is this. Is it gonna be more cheaper? No, kasi meron kang additional state tax. Like in California, I think it's 7%.
Okay.
The state taxes that you need to pay. So, add mo yun. So, meron ka ng VAT, meron kang state tax, meron kang local tax, ang dami mong tax. Number one. Number two, kung wala kang subsidy, kaya ba lalo nila i-deliver ang public service? Kailangan maging honest tayo. So, kung ako, barangay ka sa bundok, dati kang may gastos na ganito, di ba dapat abolish mo lahat yon para magkasya yung pera? Kasi otherwise, wala eh. Ito pang masakit. Majority of the islands do not produce taxes for the national government. It's the national government sending the money back.
Okay.
It's not the other way around.
Okay.
So yung agricultural produce natin, malaking portion pa rin ng underground ng economy. So ang question ngayon dyan, pag yan ba in above ground natin? Let's say, can we tax all the fishermen? Can you honestly tax all the fishermen? Dapat sabihin nila yan. Mula ngayon lahat kayo ng mga mangingisda,
Lalo na yung mga underground economies.
yes, kailangan na magbayad ng buwis. Lahat ng magsasaka, dapat talagang magbayad ng buwis.
Yung mga maliliit na sari-sari store dyan sa bangketa, ganun.
Marinduque, for example, walang industriya, kahit ano.
Okay.
Shutdown na ang mining industry.
Wala na.
There's no industrial.
Okay.
It's all agricultural.
Oo.
That is actually tax-free.
Oo.
So if you look at all of that, where are you gonna derive your taxes? So tomorrow, if we take out the subsidy because the federal should give us the money, what if it's not enough? What if Mimaropa, for example, which I think the most progressive is Mindoro
Okay.
and Palawan,
Oo.
how can these two provinces pay the other three?
Okay.
Divide the money for them.
They're saying that, we can hold our state officials accountable because now we know them. We directly elected them. Yan ang mga lumalabas eh. So, in short, we know the state governor, so we can recall them and they would know what we want. I mean, that is the chorus, no?
Yeah, but right now you have governor of a province. Have you ever seen one really being recalled?
Oo.
How much more if you bring them higher
Okay.
on a level that is outside? For example, if I'm from the province of, let's just talk about a small area. Let's say Region 7,
Okay.
Cebu.
Yes.
If I'm from the province of Cebu,
Oo.
and the next biggest province voting population is Bohol,
Yes.
all I have to do is collaborate with Bohol. Everybody else can do nothing
Okay.
because our votes are huge enough.
And most
For us to-
likely your family name would be highly recognized also within the area.
Yes. And you will, all you have to do is create the collaboration that you need. Yun kasi yung problem. And ang question ko nga dito is this will, in the long run, naprotektahan ba ang interest o dinivide-divide lang natin and we created more power blocks.
Okay.
And sana ito yung makita nila na walang control ngayon. The classic example is the Ampatuans, for example.
Yes.
If they did not kill those
Those media men
media
and oo. and Magunda Datu.
Do you honestly believe that they can be, that you can
Send them
attack?
to jail.
No. You can attack their political clout?
Oh,
They're already moving outside.
Oh.
They're already growing their clout.
Their influence, yes.
in the area.
oh.
And they're already funding different no.
Oh.
So if you look at it, hindi sila makokontrol. Aksidente na lang na control.
It's not going to happen. Like, for example, si Quijora will say, Imperial Cebu, hindi kami binibigyan ng subsidy.
Exactly.
Could that happen also? Could that
Yeah.
replicate downstairs also?
Yeah, pwede mangyari.
Pwede
yun.
mangyari, no?
Pwede mangyari. Kasi, yun naman yun eh. Yan naman ang totoo eh. We have this, ang Pinoy, we have this knack of using words.
Okay.
Kahit na wrong siya.
Okay.
Kahit na wrong siya, sabi mo ganito eh. Kasi it becomes a moniker, no? Pero mali nga eh. Ang tanong dito, imperial ba sila talaga?
If we make a mistake with federalism or charter change, can we go back?
Well, I don't know. Indonesia experimented with federal, they shifted, di ba?
Oo.
At one time, alam ko, pero after their civil war, naggera muna sila,
Oo.
bumalik naman sila sa presidential. Kaya lang madugo, di ba? Naggera muna.
Oo.
So, I think, sana wag mangyari. Kasi ang Indonesia is 11,000 islands.
Some say if we shift to federalism, there's no way back already. Mahirap na kasi it's like a dog. You let them all run around, no? So it's hard to get them back
Kasi
again.
everybody would want to protect na their turf. Eh.
Yes. The genie is out of the bottle already.
Yes.
Parang gano'n, ano?
Yeah, kaya nga sana mapag-isipan natin ng mabuti kung good ba ito sa future generation. Wag lang ngayon, yung future generation. Kasi,
I remember during your time, Martino, you were talking about, only X% understand about our charter change. You mentioned a figure which is very scientific because it's very mathematical. No, it's not. You mentioned that very small people only understand what's about charter change.
you can create a survey, no? And I'm 100% sure it's not even 5%. Even today. Because the issue there is, they will only take how we explain it, no? Ang question there is, sana i-balance natin.
Okay.
Ako naman, I will support anything that
Okay.
is backed up by facts, no? Ako, like for example, I've heard arguments na it will promote more political families, dynasties. Hindi ako masyadong doon. Hindi yun ang problem. For me,
Okay.
there's a different solution for that, and that's not the issue.
Okay.
My main concern is there will be states that will go bankrupt,
Okay.
and if you cannot afford it, you made the national government very weak.
Okay.
We're now going to be prone for attacks,
Okay.
and it will divide the country.
You mean prone to attacks because there are
External.
stronger
Yes.
countries around us
Countries
that
around
would
us.
like to take over certain
Yes.
parts of our country?
There's a big possibility because it's divided. In the future, the entire Mindanao will probably be predominantly Muslim.
Okay.
We don't know. Just like Afghanistan.
Yes.
Afghanistan was never Muslim. If you look at history, it had a different majority religion.
Yes.
But over time, the
Erosion, no?
the Muslim religion creeped in and dominated the whole So hindi yan malayo. We're actually surrounded by Muslim countries.
So we're
We're
actually
the only Catholic in Asia. So in the future, we don't know if we will still be the only Catholic country in Asia.
One thing which people do not know about, and since I'm a Cebuano, I know for a fact that Lapu-Lapu was not a Muslim. Although there is a narrative that says he was a Muslim, he was not a Muslim. He was a pagan.
Yeah.
He believed in Anito worship, God of the sea, God of the air. And you know what was his job or his father's job was para siyang port wharf, parang customs, at the same time bantay ng Raja. Because all the ships that would pass by, he had to look what they were bringing, and he would collect. And the other job of the father and Lapu-Lapu later on was to watch out for slave raiders. So what you know what I'm saying? Who were the slave raiders then? So he was not Muslim in that sense.
Yeah.
And that's an important narrative.
Yeah, kaya nga pag tinignan natin I'm really more concerned about yung ating pagiging isang bansa.
How about yung wait, I'll ask you this question. Are we federalizing to accommodate BBL in order to come up with the Bangsamoro
Yun
state?
na nga eh.
Is that the way you see it, or?
Well, we don't have to, honestly. Ang funny nga is this when you say federal, you federate because you're broken, di ba?
Yes.
Kaya nga, federate.
You're joining together.
You're joining together something that's broken. But we're already unified so we have to break it to unify it again.
How about that argument that if you don't federalize the Bangsamoro people, war will continue. I mean, you've heard that many times.
Yeah, sad to say, you're allowing 5% of the population, di ba? Less than 5% to take arms.
Or a smaller portion of that 5% who are very unhappy.
Let's just say, what if, let's say, a big religious group decides to dominate one area and claim na, can you also give me a charter? Are we gonna give in to them? Ganun eh. So, although sinasabi nila, this is historical, etc., I respect that. Historically, the Indians owned US.
Yes.
But they're not taking up arms.
Yes, yes,
the
yes.
US government.
Yes.
Di ba? And they got their land. Some of them were actually stolen from them, etc., etc. Ako tingin ko, it's a question of economics eh. Distribute the land to them, give them all economic
Yes.
Generally, ang Muslim peaceful naman
Yes,
yun eh.
yes.
And give them the capacity to protect their properties. Up to this day, hindi maayos ang titling system nila. Maraming problema sa Mindanao, sa Muslim areas nila, na sasabihin sa'yo ng Muslim, walang problema, sa'yo yung titulo, akin ang lupa.
Yes.
Hanggang ngayon, marami silang ganun, wild west.
Yes.
So if you look at it, even development in the future will be difficult because they have arms, they have ways of violence. So the rule of law, ang problem. It's not really yung sasabihin nila, right nila, power, etc.
You know, you mentioned a very important point. They're armed, they're violent, open close quotation mark, of very few people. And yet, the neighboring country, which is a Muslim country, is not very violent. The state is able to control the arms, the movement of its people, and we cannot do it.
Exactly. So pag tinignan mo, ano yung pinagtatalabanan dito? Personal interest. Karamihan is personal interest. So, kawawa yung ating mga Muslim brothers and sisters na peace-loving citizens of the Republic.
And who claim to be Filipinos.
And who are Filipinos.
Because
claim,
there are some people, I've talked to I've interviewed some people here, they're not too keen about being called part of the Bangsamoro because they'd rather be called, we are Tausug, we are Samal.
Exactly.
Although we are Muslims, but we are not part of Maguindanao, we're not, we're separate.
Let me predict something. No? In the future, these factions will not care kung anong gawin ng BBL. Para sa kanila is, just don't touch our island, wala tayong gera. Ganun lang sila.
And I think that's what's happening with the MNLF and the MILF. With Norby Suarez Group and the MI. Kasi hindi sila magkasundo eh.
Yeah. So, basta yung teritoryo namin, huwag mo galawin. So, ano nangyari? Nagkaroon lang ng territorial issues.
Is this a case of the tail wagging the dog?
May possibility.
Hindi kasi, BBL and federalism.
Yeah, actually, if you look at it, I don't know how they will divide it later on. Kasi magkakaroon ng budget si BBL. Magkakaroon ng budget yung state kung saan yung BBL is existing. So, kung isang state ito, isang state din to, paano ngayon yung separate ba talaga sila? What if, God forbid, the Bangsamoro state, because it's already called a state, is bankrupt. It cannot raise its own funds. And the people there migrate to the nearby states. Will you stop them?
Yes. Mahirap, no?
What will you do? Iyan kasi yung mga tanong eh. Can a state legislate na I will not let you enter?
And they become residents of that place. They become voters of a particular, another state. Which I think in the US, there are urban migrations. So whites leaving certain communities.
If you look at it, in the US, if a municipality or ano is bankrupt, that's why you have ghost towns eh.
Yes.
Di ba? You see, yung parang ghost town, there's no governance. Basta sige, you want to be a sheriff? Elect. Ito na. If you die, you're a sheriff. Ganun.
Okay. Sayang, wala na tayong panahon, no? Kasi I wanted to ask sana, will federalism, in fact, some people say Malaysia is supporting our federalism. Even certain countries around us who are interested in the Philippines want us to federalize. I don't know why, but maybe you mentioned something about...
Yeah. It's a question really of economic interest. Lahat ito, economic interest lang. If you federalize, sa totoong buhay lang, mas madali ang usapan. Kasi isa lang kausap mo eh.
National security suffers when we federalize.
Yes, national security suffers.
Okay, thank you very much. That was James Martilim. He was member of the Consultative Commission for Charter Change in 2004. Those are his insights. Part of the narrative in the discussion of our democratic process. We will learn from it, we will debate about it, and later on, we will finally decide on it. Ito po si Eric Espina, palagi po nagsasabi, magmasid, makialam, higit sa lahat ay manindigan dahil wala pong magmamahal sa Pilipino kung hindi ang Pilipino. Daghang salamat, mayong gabi kaninyong tanan.